Hi, I'm Christian from MultiTracks.com, and this is the first of a series of videos showing you how to control ProPresenter using MIDI out from Playback. In this video, we're going to look at how to establish the connection between the computer running ProPresenter and the iOS device running Playback. There's a number of different ways to physically make the connection between the two machines. We could do this over Wi-Fi, we could do this over an Ethernet cable, either using the Lightning to Ethernet adapter plugged into the iOS device, or through an audio interface with an Ethernet port, such as an iConnectivity Play Audio 12. And finally, we could do this in a more complicated setup using 5-pin MIDI cables. But for today, we're going to focus on Wi-Fi and Ethernet. So having established the connection between the two machines, either using Ethernet or by putting them on the same Wi-Fi network, we're now ready to establish the MIDI connection between them. To do this, I'm going to go to Spotlight and I'm going to search for the Mac app called Audio MIDI Setup. Now this app is available in every Mac computer, and I'm going to make the connection on the machine that's running ProPresenter. So you're looking at the window of that screen. Now if you can't see this window that says MIDI Studio, it's simply because this app has two windows. So I'm going to come up to Window and I'm going to go Show MIDI Studio. Now on an older version of OS X, there is a box here called Network, and I'm going to click on that one. And on a newer version, I'm going to click this little globe that says Configure Network Driver. And this is going to open up my Network MIDI Setup window. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click the plus sign, and I'm going to create a session. And on my computer, I'm going to rename that one Playback Lyrics. And I could do the same for lights or any other network that I need to make, but today we're just looking at lyrics, so I'm going to call this session Playback Lyrics. Now this directory box will list all of the available devices that I can connect to this MIDI network. At the moment I can't see any, and that's for two reasons. Firstly, I want to change this to see any computer on the network, and secondly I need to go to the iPad and physically open an app that will send MIDI, such as Playback. Now when I open Playback, what will happen is KP's iPad Pro will pop up as one of the available devices that I can connect. I'm going to click this and I'm going to click Connect, and it's going to bounce over to my window. Now anything that's over in this window in Participants is now connected to that MIDI network, and I can send MIDI between the two machines. If I wasn't using Wi-Fi and I was using Ethernet into an iConnectivity device, I wouldn't see KP's iPad Pro here. I would see a list of iConnectivity available ports. On my Play Audio 12, they start as PA12, and then they have the number of the port that's available. So if you're connecting using an iConnectivity device, you want to connect to the physical device and not to the name of the iPad. Once you've got that network established and you've got the MIDI connection established, we're ready to go inside the two apps and configure them ready to send and receive MIDI.